Alrighty then, take two. He's actually just ran off to the farm. Might be a bit of a challenge. I'm putting my announcement out into the world. Go straight to the jacket potatoes. Now can we go for lunch? Yeah.
Super, lady.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Mike, aka it's me, Mickey T, and this is my weekly vlog channel where I document every single day of my life and post it in this weekly vlog format for you to enjoy, be inspired by, and just generally laugh at an absolute idiot. In all seriousness, though, using this transition, I am called Mike, and this channel is all about documenting all of my life as a gaming YouTuber, as well as being married to the most wonderful woman, Ashley, who owns a horse and is a self-employed saddle fitter. So I'm taking you along on the behind-the-scenes journey of showing you everything that goes on in our life. Such as wrapping up the first but final full-time month working at my sister-in-law's business, Catherine, alongside my older brother Dean, as Catherine has now decided to close Catnip down and go into a digital business structure, which means that from roughly the middle to the end of July / August onwards, I am going to be completely full-time in content creation and looking at other businesses that I can potentially start myself. So I'm going to be documenting all of that process. So if that sounds like something that you would enjoy, click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the like button as well, as it really helps me out. But let's jump into the working day, because unfortunately there's not much to document when all I'm doing is making stuff up. So I'll jump forward a little bit and see you at lunchtime. And as I finish all the mugs, I say that there's nothing for me to document whilst I'm making stuff up. There is a few people that would love to see more of the behind the scenes of me making stuff up at Catnip. But as I mentioned, as Catnip is closing down and I'm no longer going to be working here, I'm actually now trying to focus more on my health journey, my house and my life after work, so that the transition for you guys is that little bit easier. But I am indeed just chopping up some art prints and stuff and continuing to make up some mouse matteries. Also, you may be wondering, it seems a bit dead everywhere today, and that's actually because today is a bank holiday Monday, which, if you're not familiar with what that is, in the UK we have national holidays called bank holidays, which is basically, well, it's an excuse to have a day off. I'm sure it had a practical reason, but now I think it's just like a general national holiday. I'm sure somebody will correct me in the comments, but I think it's just like a day where people can kind of like just get a day off. And that means that nobody who works a 9 to 5 is currently working today. But as I am self-employed, I haven't taken a bank holiday off in forever, actually, now that I think about it. Not that I'm using that as a flex, by the way, because there is genuinely some people that are doing much more incredibly world-changing jobs than this pleb packaging cute stuff on the internet. There's emergency workers and shop workers and retail workers, all the workers who also work bank holidays. I have huge mad respect for them. I actually did used to work in retail about 6 or 7 years ago, and I'm not doing that again. But I am going to just very, very quickly document that, yes, we have jumped forward in time by quite a few hours, as we are coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But we've also had another wonderful individual that has coerced me in the kindest manner to package their order. So I'm just grabbing the first set of stickers for it right now. So it's travel 1 and travel 3. Then we need a Froggo and Bear rainy day bookmark. In fact, I'm going to get it all together, then I'll document it. Alrighty then, take 2. I now have all of the stickers and such packaged up, and I also have the 900 by 400 parcel which Gaming Mouse mat packaged up as well. And I very, very quickly wanted to just read out the note that was sent to us, as it says, "Please can I request that Mike pack my order? I watch all of his vlogs and he's given me such a confidence boost over the last 6 months. He's also encouraged me to chase what I want in life, and that any obstacle can be overcome." This is why I do it, right? This is why I know that I keep saying I don't want to document too much of Catnip, but I really wanted to put this in the vlog because this genuinely has touched me today because it's just not in an inappropriate way, but oh boy. But no, in all seriousness, I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to just remind everybody that this is probably realistically going to be the last order that you may see me package on this channel. There might be others in the next week or two. I can't guarantee that, but if the last order that you're publicly going to see on this channel is me packaging an order for Brie, and it's going all the way to Australia, I just really wanted to take this opportunity to just stress how much that message means something to me. I came into vlogging, and I'm not trying to pull the sympathy card. I'm trying to pull the honesty card and showcase that I've been told I have good energy on camera, but I am my own biggest critic, and I doubt myself all the time. And when I came into vlogging, I was at my worst physical health. I was about to be diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I had the worst mental health, and I had the lowest, tying in with that, I had the lowest self-esteem at that point in my life that I think I've ever had. And you guys have changed my life just as much as I'm impacting everybody that watches these vlogs. Like, having the vlogs has been one of the most life-changing things for me, because I'm forcing myself out of my comfort zone. I'm forcing myself to film in public, where I'm realising that nobody cares that I'm filming in public. Obviously, I'm in a private room right now, but nobody cares that I'm pulling my camera out and talking to it in public. Yeah, you get the odd look, and yeah, you get the odd reaction, but people do it more out of curiosity than most, and it's just genuinely, to see messages like that just means the world, and it knows that the reason why I started and the impact that I wanted to have with these vlogs is coming into fruition, which just honestly fills me with so much happiness. Now, there was a reason why I walked over there. I wasn't just walking and talking with the camera. I was actually trying to look for something whilst I was vlogging to the camera, but I just wanted to very, very quickly publicly put this in a vlog for the internet, and document it as a piece of history in Catnip, and say that Brie, for your kind message and for supporting my channel, I'm going to throw in this mug into your order. Now, I will apologise, it is a little bit scratched up and the text on it is backwards, and you might be thinking, Mike, why is somebody that's spending their hard-earned money and supports your content going to want a banged up, scratched up mug? Well, not everybody is as sentimental as me, admittedly, so if you don't want it, you can just throw it out. But the reason why it holds a lot of sentimental value to me is because this mug was actually the first prototyped product I ever attempted to do after working at Catnip for about 6 months. I tried to take some of the popular bookmarks at the time and adapt them into different designs, and you may recognize it in the form of this bookmark, this little by little we can heal the earth together. I actually tried to adapt that into a mug design, forgot to flip it, which is why the text is backwards, but this has been sat in our office for about 5 years at this point. This has been travelled through every single studio with us since the studio in Mask, and pretty much I made it about 6 months into my journey. So I would like to gift this to you as a piece of memorabilia and a piece of history, going to somebody that has supported Ashley and myself so much. So thank you, Brie. I'm going to throw this in your order. And between you and I'll also throw in a few extra things, but just don't tell Dean and Catherine, alright? But I'll check in with you guys in a bit, because I am going to have to finish up a little bit early today, as you'll see why in just a second. And there we are, that's that package all packaged up, so I'm just going to get everything turned off and head home, as the time is 20 to 4, and normally I'd be working till about 4:30 today, but Ashley needs to go to the farm, and she dropped me off this morning, which I know a lot of people are probably going to be a bit disappointed and say, Mike, why don't you just walk home? Well, I'll show you why I'm not going to walk home. Exhibit A is the fact that I didn't bring a jacket with me, which was my own stupid fault, admittedly. And the second is, I swear down it was raining earlier. But we'll ignore that as we head down to my Queenie, also known as Ashlini.
I've just spilled my coffee all over my seat, so I'm having to sit on my Sheila.
Oh no.
Very annoying.
And there she goes in a little Fellsmobile. Which, speaking of the Fellsmobile, oh sorry about that. Speaking of the Fellsmobile, actually, you guys will be happy to know that Ashley drove it all the way down to Hull and back the other day, which is like a 2-hour drive each way. So she did like pretty much like a 5-hour drive on Saturday in that van, and it was absolutely fine and dandy. So, all in all, pretty damn good stuff. But yeah, she's actually just ran off to the farm as she's going to go spend a couple of hours at the farm. And I have a few bits to do, as Monday is normally my admin day, but there's just one job I want to do outside very quickly that's been bugging me all weekend, but it hasn't stopped raining, so I'm going to go and do that, which is pretty much to dig up that bloody weed. It's been staring at me from the house all frigging weekend, well actually longer than that, so I've decided that I'm coming out to completely dig this up and get rid of it, but doing this one-handed might be a bit of a challenge. Which, to be frank, it's not the only weed in the garden, to be fair. The whole garden actually needs weeding and doing, but I haven't got time for that right now because I'm heading upstairs with a magically appearing protein shake that I made just before I headed up. Because Mondays, as I said, are normally my admin days, but there's something else I need to do before I kind of sit down and do anything admin-y, and that is to finally just get round to making a very quick, it's going to be a very simple kind of update video for the Minecraft channel, which basically is just announcing to the world my intentions of kind of going full-time in content creation and how the gaming content is going to play into my life and everything else in between, and just kind of talk about that because I've been meaning to do it for a while and I keep putting it off. Like, I've been meaning to make this video for literally about a month now, but I keep putting it off and I keep putting it off because in my head, first and foremost, I'm overthinking it, trying to think how can I make the quality as good as possible and all of that, because I am a bit of a perfectionist, but also it's one of those things where, like, and I don't want to be too dramatic about it, but when I finally release a video on it, it makes it real and it puts it in motion. Well, I'm rendering it, I'm doing it, I'm putting my announcement out into the world on the gaming channel. I know you guys already know, but I don't know what it is. It's just like this mental thing where like the gaming stuff is like the vlog stuff for me is serious, but like the vlogs, people tune into you for you, whereas the Minecraft stuff, people tend to tune into you for your actual Minecraft content. So it always feels a little bit more like official to kind of post it on there, but given the fact that the Minecraft channel also has a much bigger audience, I don't know, this is just very stressful, but we've literally got a minute left of the render and I'm then uploading it and putting it out there into the world. It's not a perfect video, it's got a lot of flaws. I wish I could have spent another 3 or 4 hours editing it, but I just know that I would have just beat myself up and I would have said, oh, but this isn't right, that's not right, and I could have made this funnier and I could have done that and I could have done this, and I would have just completely overthought it. So I'm practicing what I preach, and I'm just uploading it and putting it out there into the world, and you guys also witness me live tomorrow when we finish at Catnip, reacting to the general consensus of what people think. Oh boy. And there we are. I've finally done it. I've published it straight away. I didn't, no messing around. Just straight away, live, no scheduling for like a best time or anything. I've just put it live and that's the end of it. So, yeah, I've just announced to, obviously I know you guys are following along with this anyway, but I've just announced to 13,186 people that I'm going to be going full time in Minecraft, well, as a content creator, not just in Minecraft. The one thing I didn't put in the video is kind of like the future, but it's something I'm still toying with, but I think it just depends on how, because you don't know how things are going to pan out, but my ideal timeline is to kind of do gaming content until I have kids, and then when kids finally arrive, I'll kind of be more vlogging than I will doing gaming content, but I just don't know how it's going to work. I don't know how things will work with like my wife being the way that she is, like with Ashley and a rheumatoid arthritis. Like I might have to be like full hands-on parent, or I might or we might have the support network around us where I can kind of get away with just being like, I'll be able to get away for a couple of hours to do short videos every week. Honestly, I don't know, but yeah, it's done. It's done. But we'll take a step away from the sort of slightly dramatised announcement stuff on the gaming channel, as I'm actually making a bit of a fry-up for tea tonight. I'm doing some sort of like fried mushrooms and some bacon and some eggs, because you may have clicked on by now, but I haven't actually really eaten today, because I didn't have lunch at work, because Dean was like, oh, are you going to go and get your lunch? And I was like, I just wasn't feeling hungry, so I just didn't eat. And then I realised that I was finishing at work at 3:30. Well, actually, it was 3:45. Came home, and admittedly, I did have a few mouthfuls of tangy cheese Doritos because they were on the side. And I mean, couldn't help myself. And aside from that, I literally went and got straight to work on my video. And now I'm just realising that I'm coming downstairs at literally 7:30 in the evening, and I just haven't eaten all day. So I'm going to change that. But we're being joined by Ashley! Okay. She didn't know I was going to record there.
I did not.
Adonorio! Lazio! Yes, I love you too! But we were literally just talking, and I'm vlogging it because I want to document it, but how many people are you seeing tomorrow with your little saddle fitting business?
6 ponies.
6?
Well,
6?
Horses and ponies. Hi.
That is, by the way, the most Ashley has ever done in one day, and she's excited, but she's
not like nervous. It's just
a
lot to do in one day. I think originally it was meant to be 4, and then someone else added on at the same yard as the first one. So I was like, yeah, fine. And then another lady messaged me and said, could I do a on the way home? So I'm doing a circuit of people. So it's like a circle. A round trip, if you will. Hi.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
Bless you. What?
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
What?
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
I don't.
What do I always say to you every single day?
You're proud of me?
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I feel bad now because my poached eggs turned out great and yours turned out like crap.
That goes down somewhere. Also, are we in 2025 now?
Yes, babe. We've been in 2025 for almost 6 months.
This is definitely a 2024 bottle of ketchup. Still tastes alright. I was going to say smells nice.
Well,
still tastes alright.
If she dies tomorrow, it wasn't me.
Yeah. Beery. Oh.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Welcome. Yesterday was the welcome. It's now Tuesday, so I've just pulled up at a parking spot that's free to park in, which is about a 10-15 minute walk away from work, and it has just gone 9 o'clock, so yeah, I'm running late. So let's get out the car and head to work. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell on camera, but I am going to hold my hands up to be the first to admit that I may have screwed up slightly, because the weather looks gorgeous when you're looking out the window, but it's a little bit windy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is very, very windy, and there is some grey clouds, so I fear it may rain later on. So I may have made a slight boo-boo in doing this, but at least I get my steps in. I'm going to take a quick detour as well to just step onto the beach, because somebody commented a while ago saying, oh Mike, I wish you would show more of your town and where you live, and it's a bit of a nuanced conversation as to why I don't show more of the town of where I live. It's got nothing to do with not wanting to, but it's just not it's not the best of nicks, our town at the moment. But one thing I did want to show is just this view, because you can see over there these rock scar things that kind of go out into the sea, and they're an ancient, they're called the rock scars, and they're a really, really old thing, rock formation going right out. They go literally a mile out to sea, and when the tide's right out, you can see them going all the way out. But just look Just look at the sea today. It's days like today where I wish I had a paddleboard. Like, can you imagine just paddleboarding on such a flat sea like that? But yeah, I suppose if I was to sum it up like very, very quickly, and very, very quickly, would be that Redcar, like a lot of places in the UK at the moment, they're just a bit neglected. There's not a lot of money floating around in communities at the moment. A lot of places have shut down. So there's really not a lot to showcase. Like, a lot of what you see on the camera on the like the promenade seafront is probably the best the town has to offer. I mean, we have some lovely views like you just saw there, but yeah, we definitely take the beach for granted, like 100%. Because yeah, when you grow up with something, you don't know what you've got until you don't have it anymore. So we really should spend more time on the beach. But funnily enough, if me and Ashley are ever wanting to go to the beach, or me, Dean and Catherine and Ashley want to go to the beach, or our family goes to the beach, we actually go to a beach which is about half an hour away, because it's just a little bit less packed on a hot day. I suppose we do have the oldest lifeboat in the world though. Yeah, this is the start of that rock face that I was talking about, that you can see right there. And I definitely screwed up, because it is definitely starting to rain. But we finally made it. But we jumped forward in time, as I'm heading to the gym for back and arm day. But the problem is it's now 11 o'clock and I'm running extremely freaking late. Oh, somebody call 911. That's a nice car, I think. I'm not a car person, but anyway, let's get on back and arm day. And that was a mighty fine workout, but I'm now back in the work lift, and I've got my sugar-free Monster and a tuna meal sandwich for my dinner. I just couldn't be arsed spending ages like trying to decide something, so I just grabbed the first sandwich that I thought sounded nice, and we roll in with it. Anyway, back to work. Not just me that likes to shake the white ink way. Right, that's the last order I'm bloody doing for the day. Which admittedly, I wish I carried on making orders up and doing orders, because the alternative was walking back to the car in the drizzle. I'm getting wet anyway, so I thought I'd just come and show you the difference from this morning when the tide was like right out versus when the tide's like right in. But yeah, this rain's getting heavier, so yeah, I'm not standing around. The worst part about this whole thing is that Dean also drove and parked in a car park, and when he told me that he was parked in the car park, I thought it was the one that was like pretty much right next to our work. So I said, oh, I was going to be like ultimate lazy and be like, could you just drop me off at my car? But it turns out he's literally parked in a car park which is just around the corner from where I'm parked, so literally made no sense to go to his car when the same walking distance could be applied and I could just get to my own car. So yeah. Yeah, it's raining. I forgot to mention that. Oh, Ashley's home already. In which she is home. Have you had a good day? Have you had a good day? It seems everybody has had a good day.
I would agree.
How was your long day?
Surprisingly not long. It felt shorter than normal.
That's because you came home like 2 hours early.
Yeah, I was running really early, to be fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Means I can drag you shopping. Well, my comfort didn't last very long. Well, actually, no, Ashley's comfort didn't last very long because I dragged her shopping with me. I was supposed to go on my own, but
Those
everything is better in twos.
couples who shop together stay together and all that.
Ashley wisdom. Couples that shop together stay together.
God, it's freezing.
Except I'm divorcing this one. She's far too cold.
Rude.
And I am going to apologise for that last clip being on 1 times. Nobody ever needs to be that close to my ugly mug. So straight to the jacket potatoes.
21.
Oh, I'll have a bit of that one. Oh, I'll have a bit of that one. Oh, I've just found the bit that Jay was talking about with like the chicken shawarma and stuff and the high pro. I missed these the first time we came in.
The first time. The many times we've been in.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have one of you and one of you.
Hello.
Well, that's everything back in the car, and I completely forgot how good it is to have a clean boot. That isn't full of Ashley's horsey stuff. Oh, that's actually satisfying to use the boot.
Happy days.
I'm just going to stare at the boot for a little bit longer. You just go right ahead. So we're just in the process of putting away the shopping, and I've just gone to put this away and thought I would just thank or give a shout out. And please forgive me, I'm not looking at my computer and I can't remember the username, but somebody's commented, and I haven't replied yet, on last week's vlog, saying that I might like chia something. It's basically like a dessert where you basically soak chia seeds with milk and cocoa powder and some honey in a thing for a couple of hours / overnight, and you get this chia pudding stuff. I'm willing to, sorry, I just had a bit of a hiccup there, but I'm willing to give it a try.
He'll give it a try.
Of course he'll give it a try. So yeah, I thought I'd just say thank you for that recommendation. I do actually listen to and try a lot of your guys. Some of you guys will recommend stuff like, I don't know, something crazy like, Mike, try mixing your coffee beans in with your urine in the morning and it'll give you superpowers. And it's like, yeah, no, I'm a pass on that one. But yeah, sometimes people do suggest stuff that genuinely sounds, well, it seems quite nice, so I'll give it a try.
Let's give that a try.
As for tea, I bought a roast chicken, or like a full roast chicken from the shop. Now I'm going to take the skin off it because the skin isn't great for you, but I'm going to cut some of it up and have it in a warmed up baguette because even though I had bread for dinner, I just really want to try. I just really fancied a warmed up baguette with some chicken in, so that's what I'm having for my tea. Oh, that does not look too bad for only like 500 calories or something. A little bit more than that because I put mayo on, but it'll do, and it's all I'm really fancying, so again, it'll do. And I have indeed completely obliterated that baguette, and I absolutely love it. In my heyday, I probably would have had like cheese on there and probably way more mayo than I actually did. Probably would have mixed mayo in with the chicken, put some cheese on there, and it would have been way too calorific. And I probably shouldn't have had bread twice in one day, but this is kind of what I was talking about a long time ago in my vlogs. Like, this is what I used to be like at my heaviest. I'd literally have carbs for dinner and carbs for tea, but it wouldn't just be carb. It would be carbs and fats and like 2,000 calories a meal, so it's just ridiculous. But I've come upstairs because I want to document the comments, and I want to read them together and kind of react to them with you guys. Now, obviously, I knew uploading this like short video wouldn't be one for like the algorithm, so it's a 7 out of 10. The views are quite low. The watch time is considerably lower, but I knew that would happen because I didn't like drag it out. I didn't say, oh, stick around to the end to find out the big news. I basically just came out with it and said I'm going full time because I didn't want to waste people's time with it. And then I added in like a postscript where I kind of just spoke about why I was going full time. But gonna go ahead and click on the community tab right now and spin it around, and I have no idea what these comments are gonna say, but loving the news and wishing you the best. Draw my attention to your videos. It always feels like an average guy playing Minecraft, no insult intended. But I enjoy it watching you build something. It makes me feel like I can build it. What I don't think of it. As always, you will remain the greatest dwarf ever, and nobody can change my mind, and the best. And can't wait for the next episode. Oh, I absolutely love Richard, man. He's such a great. Well, I say a great dude. I'm assuming based off the name Richard. I should never assume in 2025. But Honor and Steel said, "Congratulations, man! I found your channel like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I've watched everything. Yeah, I really need to get some more content out there." In terms of pure craftsmanship and actual effort put into the build, you're the most dedicated I've seen on YouTube. I swear to God, I watch hundreds of videos. You're the only creator who's really taken time to do projects this huge, hardcore and forever world that doesn't essentially cheat by using creative worlds and schematic cannons to do the work for them. It's incredibly impressive, especially since you also don't use those copy and paste mirror structures. yeah, just I've got a Russian guy, I think that's Russian, so I'll need to translate that and see if they're saying anything. Just saying, let's go. You have a full support in this. I believe in you. I wish you the best of luck. Hope everything works out. Best of luck, mate. Huge step. Praying for the best for you. Awesome announcement. Excited for you. Just so much nice comments. I recently subscribed to you because I love your build style. I've been trying to improve my building skills. Can't watch content as much as I'd like. My very active 2-year-old, but I try. Good luck with the future. Just Mikey, you're one of my favourite YouTubers, man. I love watching your videos, and I always look out for new ones. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I'll be praying for you and your wife. Just I wasn't sure about doing this and announcing it. And yes, I'm getting a bit emotional, but this you guys are about to follow me on probably one of the most hardest and most stressful journeys of my entire life. Like, managing income with Ashley having her own business and doing incredibly well, but her health is so fickle, and I've got to work my ass off to get my content and stuff up to scratch so that I can also take over paying for bills and stuff if I need to. But don't worry, Ashley and I are going to have several things in place. We're going to have like money in our savings account and cash ISAs and stuff. But yeah, just so many old, not old faces, but just so many new people coming in as well. People's names that I don't recognise as well as people that I do recognise. If there's someone who deserves the opportunity to attempt this full time, it's you. While it's kind of a scary thing, your video quality is as good as many folks with far more subscribers, and I will be along for the ride. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Those guys and you guys. Thanks, guys. But I'm not going to be an emotional little lemon for too long, as there is actually something happening later on today, which I am going to document. Just sat on the sofa with Ashley. We're just kind of scrolling, and Ashley's watching Salem. What did you just randomly ask me?
Do you want a cheesecake ordering? I'm going to order one.
I don't want a cheesecake. It's just, that is the most random. Ashley isn't one for just spontaneity. Like, everything is like pre-planned 3 days in advance. And that was just the most random thing ever.
I am random.
I literally, like, when I say we were just sat there, like, in complete silence, doing nothing, we've literally just been sat for like 10 minutes saying nothing to each other, and then all of a sudden it's just...
Would you like a cheesecake? So there's Kit Kat, Kinder Bueno, which I'm having, pistachio milk chocolate, which I'm having, Kinder Bueno white chocolate, which I'm having, Galaxy.
Wait, how many cheesecakes are you having?
6 for £10.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cream egg, mini egg, Kinder or Oreo. I was only going to get one, but then I realised that I like them all, so...
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
And they could be frozen.
It doesn't matter if they could be frozen. This is why I'm fat. I have no support system in this household.
Well, I'll put them straight in the van then.
I don't believe it. Oh.
Hey.
Are you okay? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? And since Ashley's having cheesecake without me, which I'm not the happiest of chappies about.
It's not for lack of asking.
Well, no, but I'm trying to make myself sexy and hunky for you by losing weight.
You are sexy and hunky though.
But I need more sexy hunky.
Sure.
But I do want to actually just give a very quick shout out again to the individual, and I forgot the name again, who suggested...
So bad with names.
I know, I'm just terrible, but to try like chia seed pudding, where you basically mix chia seeds with cocoa powder and honey, and I think I needed to add a bit more honey, and I think I probably should have added a few more chia seeds, but it has turned into like a sort of puddingy texture. Now, obviously, I need to stress that this is not your average dessert that you'd be having after a meal if you're a normal individual. This is a pudding that I'm eating because it's, I think, low calories. I think 15 grams of chia seeds is only like 60 calories or something. So this whole dessert will be like maybe like 100 calories or something, but we'll give it a try. And that needs, it's nice, but the cocoa powder is a bit too strong.
140 calories.
140 calories. What that needs is either some sweetener in there. In fact, hold on a second. Right, I've added some pure via 100% erythritol, but it's 0 calories and it's a sweetener. So I've added a little bit of that. See if that does. Yeah, that's better.
Nice.
It's still quite bit. Like the chocolate is still a bit bitter, but yeah, 100. Oh, and I used almond milk.
Yeah, that's why it says to use like milk chips in it, like for the toppings and stuff, to make it a bit more sweeter.
Yeah, and to be fair, the recipe that I saw online said to use maple syrup.
Oh, that is a really huge, humongous. Oh my god, it just fell out. It was a really big, humongous.
But anyway, I'm gonna hurry up and scram this down because
I'm trying to show the camera.
I'm actually heading out the house and I don't want to show. Yes, people will appreciate the very huge eyelash, babe.
It's not an eyelash, it's an eyebrow lash.
Anyway, I'm on a schedule here, darling.
Right.
Don't be sneaking your secret little hubby whilst I'm out.
Hmm?
Yeah, you heard.
Don't be what?
Don't be inviting your secret hubby round.
Oh, sure.
Don't worry, she never would. I thought I'd just very, very quickly document. Now, I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but I've come to my parents because the next SpaceX Starship Test Flight 9 is launching at midnight. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't get delayed. So I've come to watch it with my younger brother, who's currently asleep, but I'm going to go and jump on him and wake him up very, very shortly. And I'm really excited for this. It's like, literally, I am the biggest space nerd and Star Trek nerd, and it's like, it's not just SpaceX, it's like the whole industry at the moment is just booming forward in reusable rockets and deep space flights and technology and stuff, and it just, I have a massive nerdgasm whenever we talk about it. So yeah, I've come to my parents so that we can watch that launch and hopefully everything goes according to plan, because the last 2 rockets have basically been blown up because of issues. So fingers crossed this one goes a little bit better. Well, the flight went a lot better than the last 2, but unfortunately didn't quite survive all the way to the end of the full test, which was kind of half expected, but also just a little bit disappointing. But you can't really be mad. It's a test of the most powerful rocket in the history of mankind. So you kind of have to take its failure with a pinch of salt. You can't really always expect a powerful engine to just completely go perfectly with every single test. But we move on to the next one and we'll see how the next one goes. But for now, I'm going to bed as it's now 10 to 2 in the morning. So I'll see you tomorrow for some Catnip shenanigans. Good morning, everybody, and I'm back in the studio and jumping straight into work. Unfortunately, I literally got into the office today just as the fire alarm went off. So for the second week, I think it's the second week in a row, I have let you down. But we need to get on and move on past that and get on with our work, because there is a lot to make up today. So I'll see you at lunchtime. Yeah, I'm heading out, but it's only 11 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, but I'm heading out to grab some dinner early because we are bogged under today. We literally sent out another email basically saying that this is like your last chance to get anything. So everybody's grabbed like a bunch of stuff that needs making up. So yeah, we're kind of snowed under at the moment. So I'm getting some lunch so I can get that out the way, and then I can just focus on getting work done for the rest of the day. We're teleporting back to the lift for lift transition. I've got some lunch, I've got some chicken skewers and some of my favourite processed cheese strings, but I need to get rid of these jeans because they keep falling down. Jesus Christ, look at that. That's a lot of mugs. But anyway, that's all the stuff made up, so now I can jump onto packing orders. But 650 calories later, we've now wrapped up lunch and I'm jumping back onto orders. And when I said we've got a lot to do and we're snowed under, I wasn't lying. We've literally got like a pile of tote bags there, we've got mugs, we've got mouse mats that I've been making up all morning, and you can also see, if I just run over here, just how much more tote bags. Sorry, I've got to be careful I don't get names and stuff in the shop, but also look at all these mugs that I've got to make up. There must be at least 30 to 40 mugs there, and that alone, if you think, takes me like 3 minutes per mug to press. Obviously we do have a 5 mug press, so it's not as dramatic as that sounds, but that's still probably going to take me all afternoon. So yeah, I wasn't lying when I said we were busy. But as I always say, it is bittersweet, because obviously I love to see it, I love to spread the smiles and stuff, but at the same time I also just want to make Minecraft videos at home, but I can't do that when I'm working every day, you see. But I'll have more than enough time once I go full time when Catnip closes down. So for now, I'm going to nut up and shut up and get back to work. Well, I'm now finished for the day and I'm just waiting for Ashley to pull up. She's just round the corner. I don't know about you, but I'm freaking knackered. I've got to admit though, I do like moments like this where I can just sit and just take in the grey clouds and the slightly blue skies. If Ashley was a bit further away, I'd probably go and sit on the beach for a bit, but she's literally like round the corner, so there's really no point. Right on time in the Ferrismobile. Hello there. Hello there.
Hi.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Are you quite done with that beeping?
Yeah.
I was going to say we're jumping forward to 6:15 as we're now cooking our lasagna for tea. We've pretty much done basically nothing. Ashley's kind of signed up for to be a stockist of another saddle brand, or like a rep for another saddle brand, and I've basically just sat and scrolled on my phone for like the last hour and a half because I don't even know what it is. Like, I don't know. I know what it is. It's because I didn't go to sleep until like 2 o'clock this morning because I was out watching the launch and stuff.
That would make sense.
And then obviously
Mine's just maybe me. It's like I'm in a slump. I'm all slumpy.
now the boy's all slumpy.
You've made that boy all slumpy.
Not quite the lyrics, but it works.
The lyrics.
The words are it's all too
Might sound meant to be.
meant to be. Ashley is demanding that I show you her cheesy lasagna.
What? What?
You have a very cheesy lasagna, love.
It's delirious now.
Your floppy lasagna.
Why?
You got a beefy lasagna, love.
Beef ragu. Oh dear.
Oh, I love that video. I don't know, that might be really niche, but I don't even know if I want to recommend it. If you don't know what we're talking about, what's it even called? It's on YouTube. It's called
Scottish lady. I don't know, actually.
Scottish words for.
Let me go and find my phone. Hang on, I'll see if I can.
I can't remember what it's called, but it's one of mine and Ashley's like inside the like favorite viral videos. Yeah, Ashley's found it. It's every way of saying the V word sounds much better in Scottish. Just honestly, just go and watch it. And you can judge us for yourself that way. But honestly, me and Ashley just love it. Honestly, we haven't said it for a while, but it's stuck in our heads now, so we'll be walking around going, Lady Garden! Beef curtains!
Penis fly.
Oh, put it there. To our weird sense of humour.
Yeah.
And I am sorry, not sorry. But now that I've completely turned off half the audience and managed to weird out the other half, I'm going to go ahead and shut you off for the night. I think I'm going to do a live stream of it later on. I don't think anybody is going to be around to like play any games with lads, so I really have been feeling like doing a live stream recently, because I haven't actually streamed on Twitch in like nearly a month, so I really want to kind of do a live stream and just hang out with the community and make sure to let them know that they are loved. But I'll see how I feel after I've eaten and finished up, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up with you guys for the night. And also just wanted to document that garlic bread in the air fryer for like 3 to 4 minutes, absolutely banging, and they're only 100 calories a slice, so I've had 4 plus 600 calories for the lasagna comes to about 1,000, and I've still got 100 left over, so we all good morning. It's now Thursday and we are heading out the door, but I wanted to start today off by documenting the first, well, it's not the first, but the first of this delivery of brand new saddle that Ashley is taking off to a client today. And it's got a lovely smell.
It is leather.
But it's the only one you've got today, right?
No, so I'm off up to Durham now to sell a saddle and change a gullet in it. And then I come home, get my lashes done because they are absolutely dire at the moment. And then I'm not even going to show you. And then I'm going to stop it. And then I have the horses to see. And then I'm taking this for a lady later on.
That was a long-winded way of saying I've got 2 calls today.
Yeah. Yeah, quite.
But yeah, I just wanted to document this moment in our lives. I just think it's really cool to see Ashley, because the first saddle that she had made to order was for a lady on the farm that she kind of knew. But this one's a complete stranger, and it's a very nice saddle. So we'll report in with Ashley at the end of the day and see how it went.
Yes.
And fingers crossed everything goes.
Yes. Oh dear. Yeah.
Rude. Love you.
Love you too.
But we teleport to work when we need to get all the lights turned on and get into today, which is going to be a very, very busy day because, as you guys saw, all the orders have jumped up again since we sent out the email. And as you can sort of see behind me, yesterday I spent a long time making stuff up. But I've got a lot to get through and a lot to update you guys on. But first, shaky. Bidding. But now that that's done, I'm going to check in with you guys when we head to the gym, because it's leg day today, which is like the worst kind of day. But it is leg day and I've got a lot to get on with, so I'll check in with you guys very shortly. Right, I've just got back from the gym, did leg day. Absolutely smashed it, by the way. But I thought I'd just very quickly document for, documenting all the food and stuff that I'm eating in my on my diet and my health kick and my exercise stuff. I've wanted to try something new today, so I got some red chicken pakora with a tomato and mint sauce, and I thought I'd give it a very, very quick nibble and a quick try. And the guy in the shop said when he has these at home, he normally cooks them in the microwave for like about 10 seconds, depending on the power of the microwave. But I've just tried a bit of this sauce and it's absolutely divine, so we're going to give that a little bit of a dip.
It just took me 5 minutes to realise that you were talking to the camera. I was looking over and going like that, listening to you, and then I realised you've got the vlog camera there. I should know better, really.
That's mint though. But we're going to teleport to the end of the day and I'm heading downstairs as I've just ordered an Uber, so hopefully that'll be here in 2 seconds and we can make our way home. Well, finally got home. Shoes on the overcrowded shoe rack and time to unwind. I am honestly so flipping knackered. It always gets like this, though, especially with like leg day and stuff as well. Just it gets to like Thursday, and all I want to do is just chill. But we've got one more day left of Catnip, and then we got the weekend off. I say the weekend off. I'm probably gonna try and do some live streaming and stuff over the weekend because I'm not able to get a video out again. So I want to kind of keep on top of like engaging with the community and stuff because I'm giddy now. I know earlier on I was talking about like how I was like always stressing about live streaming, but every time I do a live stream now and it just goes so well, I get to the end of it and all I want to do is just stream again. So I'm tempted to do a few this weekend, but we'll see how things pan out. Forward, and actually, I haven't just been sat around, contrary to popular belief, which is, hold on, you've... That's better. Sorry, you had something. You had a little something on your face there. But I haven't actually been sat around doing nothing, funnily enough. Contrary to popular belief, I've actually been productive. As you may not know if you're not like in the space, but there's basically a thing called multi-streaming where you basically stream to like multiple platforms. I know it's kind of a given in the name, but you basically stream to like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, like a bunch of different platforms all at the same time. And I've just been looking at setting it up there because I actually want to start streaming on my Minecraft YouTube channel and then streaming to Twitch at the same time, and I just haven't got around to setting it up yet. And I've been doing like a little bit of work on like my branding and stuff for the gaming channel, but as you can see by the clock behind me, the time is now 7:15, and Ashley is still at the farm. And she's just told me off as well, because she's like, I'm working very hard at the moment, and this is my chill time. Please don't be mad at me. And I'm like, I ain't mad. I'm just hungry. So I've decided to come downstairs and put this high-protein pizza in the oven and eat without Ashley, because, you know, I'm a grown man. I can do these things, and just hope that Ashley doesn't get too mad with me, because honestly... I only had those chicken things for lunch, and I'm just kind of sat here and I just feel like I'm wasting away, and I'm probably like 5 minutes away from just gouging one of Ashley's Easter eggs because I am genuinely that hungry. So I'm going to get this pizza in, and I'll see you on the flippy. And there we are. There's the little protein pizza, and yes, I think you just saw that I am sat in underwear. We're not going to talk about it, okay? But I'm going to get this... probably mildly satisfying little pizza down my neck and enjoy some TV whilst I wait for Ashley, where I'm gonna give her a bloody good scolding. I'm not really. I'm genuinely. I'm really not mad at her. I'm just the biggest fall that Ashley and I have got as a couple is our communication skills. Like Ashley never told me. Like, I knew that she was going to the farm, but she never mentioned roughly what time she'll be home. She never really told me, like, to cook tea and just eat myself, because she's not expecting to come home until late. Like, she literally has told me nothing. And I messaged her, and she still didn't give me a time on which she just said, oh, no, she said at 6:30, she said, oh, I'm probably going to be about an hour still, because I've got X, Y, and Z to do. Keep it in mind that it's now 8 o'clock in the evening, and that was at 6:30, so it's been an hour and a half. So, yeah, the only thing I can be frustrated at is our inability to communicate time effectively, but other than that, it's absolutely fine. But we'll see just what time she rolls through the door, I suppose. What time do you call this? 8:15. This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
No, seriously, this is ridiculous.
Oh. Well, I've been out having fun.
You could have told me what time you said.
I wasn't expecting to be late.
You said an hour at 6:30, and it's 8:15.
It's horsey time. You know, you should know by now that when I say an hour, I mean an hour and 45 minutes. Thereabouts. It's horsey time. It's just how it works in the aquarium world.
Well, there's your tea. Enjoy.
Oh, thanks. Sorry.
I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, good morning. Let's get weighed and showered and ready for work for our last day of the week. Well, it's Friday, which means it's the end of the week, and just to kind of discuss very, very quickly about what I did in terms of weighing myself, I maintained exactly to the ounce, which I'll take because I didn't gain, and I've sort of had a bit of an epiphany, a realisation that recently I've not been had a focus to lose weight, because my main goal was to lose weight so that I could cure my pre-diabetes, which I've managed to do that. So my goal has now been to move on and just try and maintain my weight, but that seems quite fitting that I would maintain exactly down to the ounce this week, because I also measured myself today, measured my waistline and my chest and everything, and my measurements were the same as they were 5 months ago in August. Yeah. So, not exactly the best feeling in the world, only because, as you guys are aware, today marks as you're watching this on the Saturday, hopefully, marks the 1 year anniversary since I came back and started vlogging full time. And I was really hoping for a bit of progress on my body, where I could say, oh, compared to where I was when I started out. But the problem is I didn't measure myself when I first started this vlogging journey. I didn't measure myself for the first time until August. And now I'm in a position where obviously my weight was down, but then I gained a load of weight over Christmas, and then we had our joint 30th celebration in the middle of January. So I sort of didn't lose any weight over January, and then I did lose a little bit of weight, but then I went to Prague and gained all the weight back. Well, gained 5 pounds because I just went absolutely mental. Well, I went to Prague, and then I also went to Manchester following Prague, where I also ate like a king. So yeah, don't really have the best before and after story in terms of my body and my weight to go with this 1 year journey, but I would say forgetting my actual body composition and my weight, the one thing that has changed is my outlook on life and how confident I am with vlogging in front of people. I would have never have done that a million years ago. There's literally a guy riding past, and I think a year ago I probably would have stopped recording then started again. But my confidence as to what it was versus what it is now is just tenfold from when I began. And that's one of the biggest things that has kind of opened my eye a bit, is I don't need to have a certain body weight or a body type to be confident. I just need to be confident in myself and what I stand for and the message that I'm putting out there in the world. And that's kind of my driving factor as to, just keep going with the weight loss, keep trying to lose weight, but don't, I don't bend my mind just thinking about weight loss 24/7. I'm still living my life. I'm still enjoying takeaways when I want. I'm still enjoying a few snacks through the week, which, some people would argue, oh, well, if you cut them out and made healthy choices, then you would lose weight. But I'm just living life at the moment. And dare I say, I'm just loving life at the moment. Ashley's absolutely freaking killing it. I'm killing it with the community that I'm building here, the managing to maintain my weight instead of just ballooning and being unhealthy. Things are just going well. But what isn't going well is my ability to get to work on time, because it's now 9:05. So yeah, I'm gonna get to work. I was just about to park in this car park and pay for parking, which I don't normally park in this one, but yeah, it was going to be £16 for 7 hours. I'm not parking in here. So back to plan A, parking at the straight where it's free, and hoping that it doesn't rain later on, because if it does and I haven't brought my jacket, well, I'm not going to be a very, very happy man, am I? But we finally get into work, so we can get, well, to work. And what I do need to get is down to reception with this trolley, because we've got a bunch of pin banners that need making up, and we've been waiting for a lint roller so that they don't have rubbish all over them. But it hasn't arrived yet, and I thought it would have arrived and been brought up yesterday by the caretaker, but it hasn't, so I'm going to go check reception. Turns out the trolley was necessary, but I have an Amazon parcel, so I thought we'd see what it is together. This might not be the actual lint roller, by the way. This literally could just be anything. Oh, it is. Very nice. Sort of, because now that means I've got to make pin banners up all morning. Damn it! So I best get on and get the pin banners made up and get to work. So I'll check back in with you guys probably at lunch, because as you can tell, if I just walk over here so I don't like show any names or anything, at the end of the day, look, I don't mind showing the names on the parcels because there's no addresses on there, but not everybody wants their name on the internet. Catherine has had like a comment in the past when she sort of mentioned somebody's name and then the messenger and said, I don't want my name on the internet. So when it comes to Catnip stuff, I don't usually like to showcase names and stuff. I know I've shouted a few people out, but I know that they watch my vlogs and, well, they can come and tell me off. And, well, I might not listen. Anyway, but no, as you can tell, we're very busy again this week. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys down, get my head down and get to work. So I'll check back in with you in a couple of hours when it's dinner time. I kind of went half Southern Irish, half Northern Irish there, with a little bit of something else that wasn't quite anything. Although I will admit, Dean kicked us out because we kept doing orders faster than he could do the post. So me and Catherine decided to go and get lunch together, except I can't take her anywhere. She's been taken in by the market. She is now spending money. Let's have a look at it then.
I got it in Turkey before when we went, you know, on holiday.
Oh, is that the one that you lost?
Yeah, well, no, the little heart fell out, so I bought another one.
Oh, fair enough.
I love it. It's cute.
Now can we go for lunch?
Yes.
And I finished my dinner and I got some chicken from Morrison's, some southern fried chicken. Absolutely love southern fried crispy chicken. Anyway, not particularly very healthy for you, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and go back into work before finishing up for the week. Thought I'd also very, very quickly say to the camera, thought I'd very, very quickly say to you guys, a huge thank you, Tina, for leaving another note on an order asking me to package it. So I'm just going to write you a little note to say thank you, and then maybe try and sneak something in your order. I don't really know what we've got left though, to be honest, because we are actually like legitimately running out of stuff. We normally have like stuff that we like to throw in for people occasionally, but we're literally running out of stuff because everything's selling out. So leave it with me. And there we are. And yes, it's in a big box because the next thing I'm about to put in is the freebie. But like I said, I'm not going to show you. But go on then, I'll showcase me putting it in the thing just so everybody knows that it was me that actually did it. Not that I'd have any reason to actually lie about it, but I suppose it is what it is. Oh, you're resting on the tip. And I will say, Tina, you've got Dean to thank because he gave me a little something to put in your order, but I'm not going to show you what. You can enjoy that when it arrives. But it's time to take the post down so we can finish up for the day. And I just want to very, very quickly say, as a little bit of a PSA, by the way, in fact, let me drop these off, then I'll say it. As I just wanted to say that I appreciate that there's a lot of people that follows Catnip and follows me and has bought from us and has supported us, for which I just want to say a huge, huge thank you. But we are now actually starting to sell out of a lot of stuff. Well, we teleport home at the end of Friday. Sorry I didn't really vlog much once I got the ice cream. I pretty much got strawberry ice cream all over my hands, and I didn't really want to touch my phone and get it sticky, but I need to step outside because we've had a delivery. Anyway, now that the post is taken down, and yes, I'm in the toilet, don't judge me. I just wanted to say just a quick PSA that I know that there's so many people that support me and Catherine and buy from Catnip and support me on YouTube, and it's really, really hard to sit there and see all this great support and not be able to, you know, reward people for it. And I know that these vlogs kind of do a certain job of kind of rewarding you by making them funny and charming and everything else. But no, in all seriousness, just a quick PSA to kind of say that as much as I would love and appreciate the support moving forward, I'll always write notes. If you leave a thing in your orders before we close down saying, oh, can Mike package my order? I'll leave you like a handwritten note. But I just wanted to say I'm so sorry, but I won't be able to give anything out in the orders because we're literally like running out of stuff now and we're not restocking any of it, so I can't just like grab stuff like I would be able to usually. And I know that doesn't really need explaining, but I thought I would because there is so many of you guys that actually support me and Ashley on this journey and on these vlogs, and if it was up to me, I would go out my way to buy custom art, or make custom art prints to put in orders for everybody that supports me on my YouTube channel and this, that and the other, but it's just not viable. So I just wanted to put that in there in the vlogs just to quickly mention that, because I know that there's going to be some people that think, oh, if I comment and say, oh, Mike package my order, I might get in his YouTube video and he might like give me a load of free stuff. But I just want to stress that unfortunately from today onwards I won't be able to do that just because we haven't got anything to give. But other than that, let's jump back to finishing up our Friday. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and assume it's good news.
Yay! Give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. No, you did it.
It's not my news, but I'm joining in on the celebration.
That needs to be my magical cottage.
That's rubbish.
That's what I'm hoping for, though. I can't believe it.
High five, well done.
Yay,
Congratulations, congratulations.
New life unlocked. Oh, I've just got all fuzzy belly, fuzzy willy. You know what I mean, when you go for a bump and you get a fuzzy willy. I don't have a willy, but I guess.
A wizard's sleeve. I was telling Catherine about the video that me and Ashley were talking about last night earlier, having a laugh at that. Oh, I'm buzzing for you.
Oh, that's the best Friday news ever! That means we have to get to work on our house this week. Lots to do.
Well, that's one way to end a week.
No, I'll need that clip. You caught it in live time. I'll need that clip.
This is why I vlog with my phone. I like just capturing these moments.
I know, you're going to have to airdrop me that. Oh my gosh. Yay.
Just to add context to that last clip of us celebrating, the reason why I look so confused at the very start is because obviously I didn't know what was going on. I was focusing on work, and then I just heard Catherine go, and then I looked over and Dean was showing Catherine something on his phone, which was the message saying that the offer had kind of gone through and been accepted. But I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought for all I knew it could have been an influencer that's started drama or got somebody pregnant or something, so I didn't really know how to react to Catherine going, but I was like, I'll just vlog this just in case. But then I sort of grasped real quickly that it was them finally getting that message through. So win. Oh, that is naughty. Nice. Because as I cover up the address, we have had another 2 saddles delivered, and these are brand new ones that Ashley has been out to clients, measured them up, sent the measurements off to one of the saddle companies that she's partnered with, and got 2 more. She's still got 2 in the front room that need to go to the clients as well, and she's got them booked in for like follow-up appointments. And yeah, I just can't help but reflect on like just everything over the past year. Like, I'm going to sit down hopefully with Ashley and kind of wrap this week up shortly by talking about like how things have changed over the last year since I started vlogging. But this just gets me like reflecting on that and just thinking at just how good things are looking for us right now as a couple. Like, I know I've lost my job at Catnip, and you know, I'm kind of like on my own with content creation, and I'm personally taking like a big pay cut. But in terms of like feelings about the future and stuff, with how things are going and what I've got planned in the pipeline, because I've got things like working out with Dean and my younger brother in the future, and just so far everything is just looking like it's on the up and up, and fingers crossed we can maintain that feeling. But first, I need to get rid of a certain feeling by flushing it away. But never mind that, because the wife's home. That's the old. Oh, the wife is going out here. I swear to God, I cannot hit record without you yawning, scratching your nose, burping.
Don't burp, a lady.
Bruh. No, I just wanted to. What?
There it is. Itchy nose.
No, but I said to Ashley that I wanted to turn the camera on and just kind of like have a quick chat about like why she yawns so much.
True that.
Now I just kind of wanted to have a chat about like because when did you have your weight loss surgery?
4th of March 2024.
So March and then April, May. So I started vlogging like 2 months post-op. So you would have only have lost like
2 stone basically.
2 stone. So you were still like
Thereabouts.
Middle-sized from being at where you were at the time of having the surgery. Like you had lost 2 stone. Like, how did you feel like going into? Like, not going into the surgery, but how did you feel about yourself, like, before the surgery?
Minging.
I mean, I'm not expecting an auditorium speech, but just...
Oh! Just, I had no confidence. I wasn't outgoing. I don't know, I was just a completely different person, wasn't I? I just had no personality. And now, I'm just like, obviously I'm working again, I'm making that dollar, and I've got 2 ponies, and...
You've got 1 pony?
Well, technically. And, yeah, just, it's just life-changing. My whole life has changed.
Yeah, no, I'm only saying that because literally, I think both of us, quite literally, a year ago, were at
Different
our
people.
worst versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, see, it's hard because you came into this relationship 11 years ago and you were, like, really had bad mental health, and
Oh, mega.
but you were still a lot better than 11 years ago, but you were still like
last year.
Huh?
Last year.
Yeah. I don't think last year we were like. Well, actually, I think maybe we were sort of depressed in a way, but I know my mental health was just absolutely shocking. I just hated the world, hated myself. You didn't have any confidence at all. Like, I was trying to encourage you to like do all sorts, and you just wouldn't do it. And yeah, I wanted to say that like 1 year can change your lives.
Massively.
You just have to. It's not. I can't really sit there and say that from my point of view, because my life, on a technicality, has got worse because I've lost my job. I'm gonna lose my job. Yeah, you're not cultured on the internet stuff. I need a teacher. But yeah, I lost my job. I lost my job. But I was saying to the vlog, like, literally, like, 2 seconds ago for them, but, like, 3 hours ago for me, that, like, I think me and you are about to head into the best era of our lives. Because we were broke for our whole 20s.
Oh, yeah. Like,
COVID hit, and, well, everybody was broke in COVID, but, like, COVID hit, and we just, literally could not afford to, like, put food in the fridge.
No.
And we may or may not have went to my parents 3 nights a week just so we could get fed. But we've literally like built ourselves up to a point, spent 3 years working on buying and selling saddles online, Just
well,
so
actually, it's been more than that, but
no, but like officially, like 3 years buying and selling saddles online, just to get to a point of where we've got the money and the courage and the systems in place to sort of get you out there into the world, and like it was the right time. And obviously we've spoke a lot about it, but you're obviously disabled, so you've got rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, ding-a-ling-a-ling-long. That's supposed to be. That's supposed to be Shogun. Anyway, but no, the reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm looking at you, the viewer now, rather than looking at Ashley, because
Ashley's always yawning.
Yeah, it's actually stressing me out.
Chronic fatigue.
She does have chronic fatigue. That's why I'm not like calling her out on it, but it is stressing me out because in my head I'm like, well, you just look lively for the camera. These people are wasting their time watching us be stupid and just live our life.
We're not stupid. We're exuberant.
What the hell does that mean?
Oh, go to school.
But no, I just wanted to kind of use it as a point to say, like, when you want something hard enough and you're desperate enough to change your situation, even given the circumstance that we've faced, anything can happen. And I just want to use this as an opportunity to paint a picture that a year ago, me and Ashley were at our worst physical and mental health.
Should I find a picture of me when I was fat? Nah. Then you can go, ping in between us.
Well, no, because people can go back on my channel. Literally, like, we've got, like, videos on my channel of me doing, like, studio vlogs in Catnip, like, 5 years ago, where me and you...
Yeah, don't go back.
Where me and you were, like, our heaviest weight ever. And it's just bizarre, like...
Chonkers.
I know I've been a little bit disappointed at the fact that, like, my weight and my waistline hasn't changed in 6 months, but in terms of just the confidence that I've built from...
look at your muscles.
the confidence that I've built from vlogging. I know that, by the way, that people will say, yeah, but you'll have lost weight, but you'll have gained muscle, and I appreciate that. And I'm not discrediting that. I'm just saying I've still got some ways to go on my weight loss journey. That's all I'm saying.
Same.
No, you don't. But no, I just wanted to kind of use this as an opportunity to just say, like, I've started vlogging on YouTube a year ago, and I kind of expected to do it for maybe like a month or so and then kind of give up, but I've been very fortunate for a lot of the Catnip crowd and a lot of the gaming crowd as well that have come over to these channels, but I've been very, very fortunate. And obviously there is the people that have found my vlog channel like authentically just through searching for things on YouTube, but...
You are famous.
I'm not famous, don't say that. It's not about fame, it's just about, for me, it's just about showcasing
the ups and downs of life.
Just proactivity, just going out there and just chasing what you want and just showcasing how much your life can change in a year.
More ponies.
Because I can guarantee a year from now, our life is probably going to look even way more different. So me and Ashley have an announcement. I'm joking.
Hello?
I'm joking.
Hello?
It's just the way you look down, so I was just gonna like joke about having.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, no. That is. I think that is the next step.
It's
for
the
us,
next idea, anyway, isn't it?
Well, it's not so much an idea, but it is the next
it kind of is
manifestation for us.
Yeah. Well, no, holiday first.
Well, that's unrelated.
You're unrelated.
I just mean in terms of life, but yeah.
Oh.
Ashley has always wanted kids, and I must admit, as like going into this relationship, I wasn't like.
You weren't dead set against them, but you were.
I wasn't. Yeah, like
them.
I'm not somebody that ever like, because I grew up as a teenager that was like overweight and like objectively subject, I don't know, because I always saw myself in like the worst possible light. I didn't ever imagine like settling down with never mind a wife, but like the most stunning creature on this planet. I just never pictured having a life where I would be settled. I kind of thought I'd always be a bit of a dungeon bedroom dweller.
I mean,
which I still am. But yeah, I just didn't picture like this sort of life, and I just think.
But you have it, and you should make the most of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to order food now, so come on, back this up because I'm hungry. Been at work all day.
Gotta respect the hustle and the crowd. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of say. Oh no. I was gonna grab Oreo and make a bit of a family moment, but it's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to paint a picture of just how crazy life can change in 1 year. So don't write off small wins as being, you know, a failure, because it may look like our life has changed in 1 year, but
it has.
working no, it has. But I mean, working towards your dream and the position you're in now has taken us 5 years of grind.
Slog.
It's not overnight.
Yeah.
It's literally been 5 years of buying. Like, we literally started with one saddle about 5 years ago that Ashley bought from somebody.
Oh my gosh.
For like £200, and then we did it up and we sold it on to make a bit of money. And then we realised that just how many scammers and stuff there was in the space. So
God, help me! I'm falling. Yes.
So yeah.
No.
This is just me sitting down on May. What is it? The 28th.
30th.
May 30th.
You do need to go back to school.
I don't know what day it is.
It's Friday.
No, I know what day it is. I just meant date.
It's 30th.
But yeah, it's May the 30th, and we'll do the same thing next year on our 2-year vlogiversary, and we'll sit down and we'll reflect on how different life is. But it's crazy to just think how far we've come in a year.
It is.
Maybe next year there will be babies. Dun 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 dun.
Heard it here, folks.
This is where we need to play like the EastEnders theme tune. But yeah, let's get this wrapped up.
I have a hair on me.
Because those people, Oreo, have places to be.
We people have food to eat.
And we have food to prepare and to consume. And that's going to be it, guys. That's the end of the video. But before you click off and go about your daily lives and go on to better vloggers and YouTubers and content creators than me, I just wanted to take this moment to just appreciate and bring you back down and bring myself back down and just thank you guys for everything over the past year. Ashley and I have been on one hell of a journey since we got together 11 years ago. And 1 year ago today, I took the decisive decision to just pick up my phone and start just vlogging little moments of every single day and compiling it into weekly vlogs ever since, and taking you on some of our adventures and holidays with the family and without the family. But it's been an absolute blast bringing you guys with us, and although I'm not a full-time YouTuber yet, that's coming in August, but not quite just yet. But it is something that is just crazy to think about. A year ago, when Ashley, and I know we've already covered this, but genuinely speaking, a year ago, Ashley and I were at our worst possible situation in life. We were broke. We were living off one income that was minimum wage. We were pretty much, if we ever had emergencies, we were taking money from the saddle business that we were running, but we didn't like taking money from that. But the point is that your life can just completely transform in a year. You just have to make small incremental wins. I've literally gone from I think we were on maybe 3,000 subscribers on the gaming channel. We're now on 13,000 and growing quite rapidly. And when I go full time and I start pumping videos out every single week, we're going to grow even faster. And Trunks in the Twitch stream the other day joked about hitting 100k on the gaming channel by the end of the year. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of tempted to give it a try as an actual challenge. Now, I don't tie my self-worth and I don't like to give myself number goals because I just want to make sure that I'm producing the best possible content, and that's all I've really cared about. It's like these vlogs, I've never ever in the last year but like been overly cautious about making these vlogs more suitable for the algorithm. Obviously you guys know that I've tried, and it's helped a little bit, but it hasn't, like, you know, I'm not trying to find my viral moment. I'm just trying to find my little clique, my little crowd of people that are just genuine couples, individuals, people that just want to either watch two idiots just get through life and have a bit of a laugh together, or you're somebody like me who just wants to better yourself, better your situation. Maybe you've got a goal in mind and you just want to find a content creator that's going to egg you to finish up, click off the vlog and go and do one tiny little minuscule thing to help improve your life just that little bit more, so that it pays dividends in the future. But with that said, guys, I will go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the Mike James, aka it's me, Mickey T, taking you along this journey with Asher Lee, and I'll see you guys I'll see you guys in the next one next Saturday. Goodbye.